home is fun. Hey, Naho, how's it going today?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
It's been a nice, lazy Saturday.
A nice, lazy Saturday. That's awesome. Actually, my Saturday just started, and the only thing I did today, besides make coffee, was sleep. I guess I had a lazy Saturday.
As well.
Yeah.
Looks like you just win the Lazy Saturday contest.
That's right. That's right. That's cool. So Saturday is your kind of chill out day?
Yeah. It's just my stress out day or something.
Oh, that's cool. And like, do you do something like do you have a, I don't know, like a extra math class or a swimming class or I have to go to the kendo class or something or learn knitting class or something? No?
Yeah, I don't have those stuff on Saturdays.
Awesome.
It's my day off. Saturday and Sundays are.
So that's your day off. Nice.
Okay, so Michael, today's topic is not something that I'm going to be showing you like the Japanese culture or something. But
okay.
In fact, this is something that I want to interview you and probably a lot of Japanese listeners and perhaps listeners from other countries are curious about.
Okay.
And it's about sarcasm.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Is that sarcasm?
What do you think?
I don't really know much about this sarcasm, but I think that one is just sarcastic.
Yeah, well, you would think that.
So, Michael is being sarcastic now. This is what sarcasm is. Now, this time, seriously, Michael, if you're going to explain what is sarcasm to a person from a foreign country, what would you tell them?
That's a great question, and it's something that it's really deep in the English language, and I'm not sure if it's deep in other languages, to be honest, because I only know Japanese as a foreign language. But it's really deep in English, and it can be confusing when you hear it. So, but this is how I explain it, right? When I see you, right, when we met, in Japan that last time, and I said, oh, Naho, you're here. Oh, great. When I say, oh, great, I'm very happy that you're here. And I use the word great to mean, wow, this is a really good thing, right? But, I'm ready to go to work and I open the door and it's pouring rain. I might say this, oh, great, it's raining.
I use that too.
So I'm using the word, but it actually has the opposite meaning of what I'm saying. And
is that sarcasm?
That's sarcasm. And you can know it's sarcasm because of my face, and that's really important too.
So you can't really use the sarcasm through text or phone or something.
If you know someone very well, you're very close with them, like good friends, and your friend types something that's sarcastic, you can understand from the context and from your friend that they're being sarcastic. But if you don't have that kind of close relationship with someone and you just saw the words on the paper, you would think, why is he saying that the rain is great? That doesn't make any sense. So text messaging really changes things. But in a conversation like that, oh, Naho, you're here. Great. Oh, great. It's raining. Like you can tell from my face what I really mean. And that's sarcasm.
Okay, so Michael, there is one more thing that I'm curious about.
Sure. Curiosity killed the cat. So you got to be very careful. It's a good thing you're not. Are you a cat?
Nope.
Hello, kitty.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, so there is one more thing that I'm curious about this sarcasm. In the dictionary.
Yeah.
In the English translated to Japanese dictionary, there is ironic, and it has the word hiniku, which is just totally negative.
Hiniku, isn't that like a chopped beef, ground beef?
No, that's that's hikiniku.
Oh, hikiniku. Okay, gotcha. Hiniku.
Hiniku is something like,
Oh, that's the sunrise, right? Oh, no, that's Hinode. Sorry.
So this hiniku means that somebody says the complete opposite of what they're actually thinking of, which is kind of similar to sarcasm, but it has no positive scent whatsoever, and it's just negative. And that translates into ironic. And wow, then what is the translation for sarcasm? And then I just search for sarcastic, and well, nothing comes out. There is no translation for sarcastic in Japanese. So my question is, what is the difference between sarcasm and ironic?
That's a really great question. And before I answer that question, I think you have a really great point that a lot of the viewers and the listeners should know about. And that is when you use a bilingual dictionary, and it doesn't matter what two languages you're going from, sometimes one word in language A translates to two words in language B, or vice versa. I'll give you an example. In Japanese, you have two words that mean rice. One word is okome, which is uncooked rice, and then you say gohan, which means cooked rice. But in English, we just say rice. So I could say, I bought rice, I ate rice. It's only one word. So that happens when you translate, okay? So if you, Naho, or you guys out there that are watching this and are listening to this, if you think like, this is hard to translate, the best thing is, for example, there's a dictionary online called the Longman Dictionary. There's also another one called the Urban Dictionary. And those dictionaries are really good. You put in the word sarcastic and you can get lots of example sentences. So that's my advice about translating. So back to your question. First of all, let's look at ironic. We tend to use irony when we talk about a situation that kind of worked out or came out the opposite of what we were expecting. So this girl, like, she hasn't talked to her boyfriend in a couple of days and something doesn't seem right and she thinks he's going to break up with me. And so he says, all right, let's go out. Let's meet in a cafe. And that's a little bit unusual behavior too, because he doesn't like going to cafes. She does, but he doesn't. And so she's thinking the whole way on to the cafe that he's going to break up with me. This is the end of the relationship. Oh my God. And when she gets there, like, and they sit down, like, he pulls out the little blue box with the engagement ring and he says, would you marry me? And
that is something ironic.
That's ironic because for her, because she wasn't expecting that. She was expecting the breakup, but she didn't know the backstory. The reason that he didn't talk to her for a couple of days before the coffee shop was because he was too nervous and he didn't want to reveal what his plan was, right? So
something that you call ironic?
That's ironic because the situation was completely the opposite of what was expected. And it doesn't have a negative meaning or a negative nuance. It's neutral. It's just the situation is totally the opposite of what we expected. But we use sarcasm more when we talk about what a person says. The person says something that's the opposite of what the usual meaning of the words. That's sarcasm. And sarcasm is often used to show that we're a little bit upset, a little bit unhappy, or I want to make fun of you, I want to mock you, and so I use sarcasm. Oh yeah, those are really nice glasses. So I'm saying, oh, those are really nice glasses, right? That's my truth. That's my, wow, I'm giving you a compliment. But if I think that they're not, I might say, oh yeah, they're really nice glasses. That's sarcasm.
Sarcasm, the facial expression is very, very important.
Right, and there's the difference between sarcasm and irony, because my words, my sarcasm is here because I want to make fun of you. I want to mock you. Or, I go outside and you go, oh, great, it's raining. right? I'm not happy about that situation, so I use sarcasm. That's the difference between sarcasm and irony. Irony doesn't have that nuance of, I'm going to say something because I want to mock you or because I'm not happy with the situation. Irony is just, it has a neutral nuance.
So this probably explains that the translating dictionary was actually just perfectly mistaken.
You know, there's a difference between what the word means and how the word is used. And sometimes we use a word in a certain way, even though the actual meaning, the dictionary meaning, is different. I'll give you an example. In English, we have the words much and many. Mm-hmm. And you've probably learned that we say many in front of a countable noun. Many pens, many people, many friends. And we use much in front of a non-countable noun, like much water, much happiness, much love. That's the definition. But I can't say I drank much coffee because we don't use much in a positive sentence. I can say I drank too much coffee. I drank so much coffee. I could use it in a negative sentence. I didn't drink much coffee. Or a question. Did you drink much coffee? But I can't say I drank much coffee. It's not a natural way of speaking. So if you want to express that, you have to say I drank a lot of coffee. Mm-hmm. So the dictionary says this is what the word means, but the human beings say, no, yeah, right. But this is how we use the word. So that's all about dictionaries.
So you could just rely on dictionaries on the meaning part, but not rely on them to how to use them.
Well, yes. And what I'd like to say about that is the only thing that translates well from one language to the next is a noun. That's it. How do you say cat in Japanese?
Neko.
Right. So you say neko, I say cat, and there would be never any kind of miscommunication about that particular word because it's a noun. And I know that, like sarcasm is a noun and irony is a noun, but it's a noun that represents an abstract idea, not an object.
Object nouns are the only just plain shot translation.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, you're a genius. Sorry, that was sarcastic.
Wow. Michael is being very, very honest today.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, that's because I always have fun when I talk to you.
So this is sarcasm.
Right. So what is sarcasm? Sarcasm happens when I want to make fun of you, or I want to make fun of the situation, or I'm not happy with the situation. That's sarcasm. Whereas irony is more neutral. A lot of people might be surprised to hear that because perhaps in school they were taught that, that kind of, well, those are really nice glasses, is called irony. But that happens, and you can learn something incorrectly and believe that for your whole life. So I remember when I first moved to Japan, and I had a little tourist book about Japan, and I was looking through it, and there was a picture of a very large old statue of Buddha. And on the bottom of the picture, it said Kamakura. And I thought, okay, Kamakura means Buddha in Japanese or something like that. And so I had that belief. Actually, Kamakura is the name of the city where that giant Buddha statue is. But I didn't know that was a city. So I moved to Japan. 6 months later, it's the winter time, and I'm speaking with some students, and we were talking about snow and the winter, and what did you do? How did you used to play in the snow as a child? And a lot of my students said, I used to make a Kamakura. And I thought, wow, Japanese children make a little statue of Buddha in the snow. Okay. And I, because the topic is religion, I didn't question anybody. I'm like, really? A Kamakura? That's nice. Excellent. And then for about a year, until the next winter, I didn't think about it deeply, but I just had the belief that, okay, Kamakura means Buddha, and little Japanese children make a little statue of Buddha with snow. Like Americans, we make a snowman. You guys make a little Buddha. Okay, that's cool. And then it happened that I had the conversation with a friend one time, and he was like, yeah, I used to make a kamakura. It was a lot of fun. I would go inside and I'm like, wow, you made a big Buddha. And he went, what? And I said, well, you said you made a kamakura. That's a little Buddha, right? And you went inside. He's like, what are you talking about? He said, I made a kamakura. I said, yeah, a Buddha. He's like, what? And I said, what? And he said, no, it's a little snow house, like an igloo. And I said, what? And there was this disconnection in my brain because I realized that the word kamakura, in addition to being the name of a city, which has a big Buddha, it's the Japanese word for igloo, I think, right?
Something like an igloo.
Right, right. So I was shocked. And then I thought, like, okay, so little Japanese children are not so religious Buddhists that they make a statue of Buddha in the snow. They're making a little snow fort. So that's what happens when you rely on translating and things like that. So have you ever made a kamakura in the snow?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah? Excellent. And did it have eyes, nose, and a mouth?
Nope,
okay.
It did not.
So it wasn't that kind of kamakura. Gotcha.
Oh, so guess like we're out of time.
Oh my God, time flies. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Michael is being very honest today.
Michael's being very sarcastic today. That's what it is. Just an example. No, time does fly when you're having fun. All right, so if that's it, then that's it. And I'm Michael.
And I'm Naho.
And this program is called English at Home is Fun. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.